EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and our home team. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Come on now, let's go!
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Go to base. Check 55 to Mike. You don't want none of that. In your head, yeah. Mike, 55. Check 55.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a hard.
2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darren Lee. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike 49. Mike
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Allen. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check that, check that. Hey, tight. Hey, Orvin. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Night, sweetheart. Okay. 5 wide. Is that? Mike, 50. Hey, Delta. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 58 to Mike.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you, boy.
2nd and 9 now. And he'll find Hall. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
55, Mike, guys, 55. Check right. Mark 55.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Looking to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, Campbell making the catch. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Watch the screen. Go. Slip. Slow take. Spell.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll find Everett there, complete. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Touchdown, Chargers. Michael Batchley lining up for...
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion, went just shy of the marker. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
At 58. Come on, D. 58, boy, 58.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Check safety, check safety.
Hey, nice second.
From the gun, Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Operating from the gun, Allen. Forced out to his left. And now he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mark 55, Mark 55. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Mark 55.
They'll look to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
What you got, man? Give me some. Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Let's go now. 49 wins. 49 to Mike. So we got man. Alert flare. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
25, check 25, check 25. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check, 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 check. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check the hot read. Alert, alert, alert.
Throwing now is Allen. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Come on. 57's the mic. Right 57. Hey, let's get that low. Done. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. It's just me and you.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Allen to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. A final shot before half for Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Slam, slam. Show it in, show it in. Yeah, yeah. Go, go, go now. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Army. Touchdown. Drive on. Check 3, check 3.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
9:55.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On the ready. The mic, Mark 49. Here we go. 2 times. 3 down. Go. 49.
2nd and 11. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Kill. He's checking.
Chopper!
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike 55. If you don't get this, boy, you think you're going to get this? You think you're going to get this? He's coming. We got double up. It's 3.
Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
55. Come on, boy.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Shit.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one rips, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. 30, past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check 52. Watch take the creep. Watch take the creep. Middle.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run here with Singletary. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
General West.
Check the backer.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
X3. 218. Chop.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Higbee there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
6-6. Pull it high.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. You got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that.
And I think the ball's out and picked up by the Chargers.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Kamara, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Pilot, 64, wait. Yeah.
On 2nd down, Singletary. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They go right back to Singletary. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
At the 29-yard line.
Ready up.
50.
Greystone, travel.
Silver. Kill. Undercross.
Hey, box truck. Hurry.
58, right over there.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Trick that ball. Watch twitch. Watch it. Next box.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12.
49 to Mike.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. It got his man complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Chargers. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is...
He's got a man complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Whip. Watch the whip. Take go.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Charger drive about to get going. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Just like that.
The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee.
Let's go now. 55 read. Check 55 to Mike. Don't get nervous.
The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.